Hi, this is Tim with Faithfully Growing coming to you with another growth moment. Today, I want to give you a resource that may be helpful in your own spiritual life and development, much like the welcome prayer that we did a couple weeks ago. Today, I want to talk to you about centering prayer. And it's much like meditation. What distinguishes centering prayer from meditation is that you always use a sacred word that you come back to as your grounding place. And there are four guidelines to centering prayer. Number one is to choose a sacred word, as I mentioned, as a symbol of your intentions to consent to God's presence and action within. Number two, sit comfortably with the eyes closed and settle briefly, and then silently introduce the sacred word as a symbol of your consent to God's presence and action within. Third, when engaged with your thoughts, and as you see below, thoughts include body sensations, feelings, images, and reflections. As your mind begins to race and churn, as it will do, return ever so gently, not judging, to the sacred word. And finally, at the end of the prayer period, remain in silence with your eyes closed for a couple of minutes. And then here are some slightly more detailed instructions. Sit with your back straight if you can. You can sit on a cushion or a chair. Set a timer if you have one. 2 sessions of 20 minutes each day are recommended. But if that feels like too much at first, begin with 5 or 10 minutes. That's where I am in my life, has been beginning with little increments and see if I can build up. Allow your body to relax. Begin to notice your breath flowing in and out at its natural speed. And choose the sacred word of 1 or 2 syllables as the symbol of your intention to be open to God's presence. Choose any short word with which you are comfortable to remind you to be present to God. Examples of a sacred word are yes, or silence, stillness, faith, trust, holy, glory, God, Jesus, Abba, Father, Mother, Mary, Amen, love, listen, peace, mercy, or let go. Sitting comfortably and with eyes closed, silently begin to repeat the sacred word that you choose, which points you gently towards God's presence. When you're ready, you can let go of the sacred word and simply rest in God or meditate. It is also possible to practice centering prayer with a sacred breath as the sacred symbol instead of a sacred word. When using the sacred breath, you do not hold your attention on the breath continuously, but simply notice it, touching it gently with your attention wherever you realize you've been engaged with thoughts. When you notice that you have become engaged with your thoughts, gently disengage yourself and turn towards God's presence, returning to the sacred symbol if necessary. At the end of the prayer period, remain in silence with eyes closed for a couple of minutes. This is an important transition for bringing the prayer into daily life. If you'd like, you can dedicate the period of prayer to a person or concern. And one thing that I do is that I will often light a candle during my times of centering prayer that help me remember God's presence. And to close out this growth moment, just want to read this quote from Father Thomas Keating. And he says, "One of the values of centering prayer is that you are not thinking about God during the time of centering prayer. So you're giving God a chance to manifest. In centering prayer, there are moments of peace that give the psyche a chance to realize that God may not be so bad after all. God has a chance to be himself for a change. As always, if you would like to know more about me and Faithfully Growing, you can check out this website that's on your screen. And if you'll visit the website and sign up for my mailing list or email list, I'll send you a PDF by Father Thomas Keating on centering prayer, as well as a guided meditation that I lead. If you like these videos, please click like and subscribe below. And I look forward to what lies ahead as we continue to faithfully grow.